So we've talked about this concept before, the idea around pricing, value, worth, what it all means, and how you can use it to affect your income. So Alex Hormozy just launched a new video on YouTube. I'll link to it down below. The very first 5 seconds of the video, he says that he spent $120,000 to buy 4 hours of coaching time with Grant Cardone. Now think about that. I mean, $120,000. That's more than the annual salary for most Americans. And the idea is that how can he possibly get a return on the investment for 4 hours of time? Well, he has the ability to scale and leverage and execute on just even the tiniest piece of information. He takes one little nugget and it can turn his, $100 million a year business into a $120 million a year business. And all it cost him was $120,000 and 4 hours of time. So I want you to understand, and I want to start this conversation around, it's not usually about raising your prices for the sake of raising your prices. And it's not usually about improving the quality of the patient care experience and the service you're delivering. Your quality is probably better than most if you're somebody who's watching this channel. And by the way, if you are somebody who's watching this channel, please help me drive the subscriber, the viewer count on this channel. I want to break 10,000 before the end of the year. We're just a little bit above 3,500 right now. So hit the subscribe button. You know it's totally free and you know there's no commitment with it. So I'd appreciate that. But back to increasing the quality of your service really doesn't go a long way in increasing the profitability of your service. If it did, McDonald's would sell much better hamburgers. Increasing the price, absent of changing anything else, usually doesn't do a whole lot either to improve the success of your business. What I have found over 21 years of experience is the biggest factor, the biggest influence over your profitability, how much money you bring in, is really sitting on the shoulders of who is the consumer you serve. So for those individuals who are frustrated that the insurance company continues to drop reimbursement is declining, I would say that it's not a reflection on your service. They don't care about your service. They don't even know the quality of your service. Nobody is coming out and assessing how good of a therapist you are from the insurance company. Their reduction in reimbursement for the same service is reflective of their value for your service. And what I mean by that is they can't turn your service into more money. They can't charge a higher premium because you deliver a better service, right? We have to understand the way this system works. The insurance company is hiring you as an independent contractor to deliver a service to their beneficiary. The insurance company doesn't make money because you deliver a better quality service. The insurance company makes money because they have more beneficiaries paying their monthly premiums. So unless you're increasing the number of beneficiaries paying their monthly premiums, you are not really a value add. You are an expense that needs to be cut to the lowest possible acceptable rate. So the service you deliver to their customer, the beneficiary, really has little to no value to the insurance company themselves. How do you increase your profitability, be able to increase your prices, and really have more success in your business? You find a different customer. The insurance company is one customer. You go the cash route. And I know the common rejection is, well, most people can't afford your rates. You're right. Most people can't afford your rates. Most people don't want to pay your rates. That's why you develop two solutions. You develop a low-cost economy solution for the broader audience. You develop the, discount, the Dollar General store, the Family Dollar, the McDonald's version of what you do for the people who don't want to pay more than $5 or $10 for it. But that's not going to be your main money maker unless you're going to scale that significantly larger. You focus your time on the individuals who, one, have a genuine need for the service that you're providing, right? I pick a niche of total knee replacement because I'm serving a community that is terrified. They just had a major surgery. They're in major pain most of the time. They have swelling, they have restriction. They're so scared they're not going to get their range of motion. They're so scared that the incision is not going to heal properly. They have high levels of urgency and a high level of need. I do not serve a population of persistent low back pain because I don't have a solution for that population. So one, you pick a population that has genuine need and hopefully urgency. Two, you pick a population that has the means to pay for the service that you want to deliver. A population that values the service you're delivering. For somebody, think of it from the perspective of somebody buying a present for somebody else. If it was our anniversary, my wife and I'm looking to buy an anniversary present for my wife, there are a couple components that go into that decision. One is mindfulness. I have to make sure that this is something she genuinely wants, something that will show her that I've put time and effort into picking the perfect present. It isn't so much how expensive it is, but it is about the fact that this is something that I know that you want, need, like, desire, whatever it may be. But the second part of that is I'm not going to go cheap. Part of the value in giving the present obviously is in the recognition that I receive. And part of it is the pain associated with paying the higher price, because that shows how important this is for me giving it to you. I'm not going to take her out to dinner at the same place we go to if we're running between basketball games, right? I'm not going to take her to Chipotle for our anniversary dinner. I'm going to take her to Johnny and Carlos, or a premium steakhouse or something that shows significance. And a part of that ritual involves the cost that I incur to bring her to that. Now, this is very similar to the customer you're trying to serve. If you're going to sell your service to the patient directly, one of the barriers is that patient might not want to spend the money on themselves. They might not feel good about spending the money on themselves. But if you want to sell your service to the person who cares about your patient, so you're selling your service to the spouse, there's a husband whose wife just gave birth and who's struggling with postpartum issues, who do you think is going to be more willing to pay a premium price for a premium service? The husband, who feels like they can't do anything to help their wife other than hiring you, and they're looking for the best of the best in class, or the wife who feels like she doesn't want to spend the extra $150 to $300 because she's going to put that money into things that are needed for the baby and the family. The target audience is the husband, right? So first we want to pick a community and audience that has a genuine need and urgency for our service. Two, we want to pick an audience that has the means and the willingness to pay almost any price. Price is not an issue. Whether you're charging $100 or $500, if my wife is in pain and I believe that you have the solution for her, I am going to pay whatever price you put in front of me. That is not going to be a barrier for me. And three, we need to be able to reach these people. We need to be able to contact them. They need to know about us. We need to get our information in front of them, which means targeting, whether it be paid ads through Facebook or Google, whether it be YouTube, whether it be organic reach, communities, word of mouth. There has to be some way that that individual finds out about you so that they can come purchase from you. So I want this whole video to be dedicated to helping you understand the fact that it's not about you delivering or developing a better service. It's not about you arbitrarily raising your prices but trying to serve the wrong audience. It's about you identifying who has the need, who has the means, and who has the ability for you to reach, communicate with, to convey what it is that you're doing. That is your target audience. That is the community you serve. And the better you serve them, the more extra cash you will have to serve everybody else who maybe doesn't have the means to pay for your service. So guys, let me know what you think of this kind of content. Take a look at this video right here that YouTube is recommending you watch after my video. And if you haven't done it already, please take a moment to subscribe before you click to the next video. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys later.